Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and happy birthday to Overwatch. You are now officially 2 years old. On this day, on 2016, Overwatch finally got released to the public, and it brought to us this glorious, but yet very salty game that we come to know and love. So for this video, I really just want to do a simple video, but a very like touchy-feely, very special video. Touchy-feely, that probably wasn't the best way to describe it. I wanted to do a sentimental video to really look back at the year of Overwatch in this second year. Look back at the big things, the things that really did change Overwatch, what we really did like, but also to look into the future, to talk about the expectations, what I would like to see, what I hope to see, and what I just pretty much want in Overwatch. And that's also what I want you guys to do. What did you really like, or what do you remember from the second year of Overwatch, and what do you hope to see in the future? Now, I gotta say, in the second year of a video game, it's very hard to just keep up the momentum and just keep up the hype that you once had back at your release date, and especially now in 2018, people's attention span with video games are so short. They're so quick just to try to find the next game or just to trash the game that they used to love and just move on. But especially with Overwatch, the hype and just the love for this game has just maintained itself, and in fact even grew from where it was over a year ago, and that's pretty hard to do. And I'm really amazed for what Overwatch and what the Blizzard team has just really done to really just keep the hype up and really just deliver what us as a community really want in a video game. And that can really all be due to just the free DLC, because a lot of people forget that they don't have to pay for the DLC, pay for the free stuff, other than like skins, technically, if you don't want to play the game and get loot boxes. You know, stuff with like Call of Duty and stuff with like with Battlefield back in the day especially, you had to pay for the maps, you had to pay for all that, and especially with their forms of loot boxes, you even had to pay for the new guns. But this, they were just bringing new maps and new heroes. In the past year, we saw 3 brand new heroes, pretty good heroes too. We saw the introduction of Doomfist, we saw Moira come in the picture, and just now recently we saw Brigitte come and just take over the meta, just come and pretty much ruin Season 10, according to some people. And in all honesty, there's going to be some heroes that I'm not as fond as other heroes, but I love every single hero that they bring, just because it's something special and something unique. And in all honesty, people can try to make arguments saying, oh, these heroes are similar to other heroes, but every single hero is distinct, every single hero is unique, and that's what I just love about Overwatch and why I'm so hyped whenever they bring a new hero. And especially with Brigitte too. I mean, she's our redheaded waifu that we all come to know and love. Some people argue that she has brown hair, but no, my boys, she's our redheaded waifu. Along with the addition of new heroes, we also saw the reintroduction of past events, and on top of that, additions to those events. And this is one thing that I just also love about Blizzard, is that they're not lazy whenever it comes to delivering content. You know, they could be lazy, they could be in Activision and just kind of copy and paste the event, which they do, but they have integrity and they want to just make it better and improve on it. That could be with the additions of new event skins, new event items, or maybe even better and improved brawls. We even saw competitive modes like competitive Lucio Ball and competitive CTF, some of the best and most fun competitive modes that we've ever experienced in the past year, because, you know, regular competitive can be very salty, but competitive Lucio Ball, come on, like, that's fun. I still get salty though when you score my own goal, but that's also another thing that we saw that I can't wait to see what they do in year 3. As a content creator, I'm kind of like nervous because, well, how much more ideas do they have in store? Like, how many more ideas can they just bring out that can just one up what they did last year? So for the Summer Games event, we might not see like additions to the already remade event that we just saw, but hey, you know, they're Blizzard, they could do whatever they want. So maybe we might even see that Bikini Roadhog skin that everyone is wanting. And still sticking on the topic of like content and delivering extra things that they don't have to, we saw new cinematics like the Reinhardt cinematic and the Mei cinematic. You remember my reaction with the Mei cinematic? I still love, that's my favorite cinematic. I don't care what they deliver next. They could have the greatest like Roadhog and Junkrat cinematic where they go and just steal money from a I don't care. Mei cinematic #1 in my heart. But we also saw like the mini Blizzard event with new skins like that they didn't have to deliver, but they just felt like they wanted to, that just crossed over a bunch of Blizzard titles like with StarCraft and World of Warcraft with the Overwatch heroes. That was an amazing thing. They also brought Blizzard World, one of the most colorful and creative maps they've made to this date. Nothing will be able to top that as terms of creativity. And I know I keep just hyping up the DLC and the content that they deliver, but that's like the one thing that most people remember, because it's just so special and it's just so awesome just seeing your mains and different skins and whatnot. But they've also just changed so much the actual gameplay side of Overwatch. Everyone's remembered the Mercy changes. Y'all remember when Mercy was going through puberty and she could not stay the same for more than a month? 1 month she had this ultimate, then there was a new ability and she got a new ultimate, and then the ultimate got nerfed, and then the ability got nerfed. She couldn't stay the same for the longest time. And in terms of just balancing the game and just buffing, nerfing, and just maintaining heroes, I think Blizzard's done a pretty good job of it, because at the end of the day, you know, they can just bring the best DLC of all time, but it's the gameplay that most people come here for and stay here for, and I think they've done a pretty good job with it. Now, Mercy mains still might be salty, but that's just what needed for video games. I mean, we're seeing it right now with like Ana getting buffed and Brigitte getting nerfed, because, well, we just need to make sure everyone's balanced, and they've done a pretty good job with that. And of course, the biggest thing to just come out of the second year of Overwatch is the Overwatch League. This thing was ambitious, this thing was crazy, and this thing was probably scary for a lot of investors, but in my honest opinion, this was a huge success. Millions of dollars got poured into this game, hoping that the competitive scene would just grow and evolve, and let me tell you, if this was Pokemon, the Overwatch League would be Charizard. This thing is so successful and just has maintained a great viewership and just maintained a great fan base around a competitive scene. Now, some people might not like Overwatch because of the competitive nature and the toxic nature, but this thing is just something that I feel like a lot of people can get into, even if you're not that big into Overwatch. It's just so cool just seeing the best of the best just compete and just take some of your favorite heroes and just show you how it's really done. Just compete for hundreds of thousands of dollars and just make something bigger than themselves. And I think that's something special about Overwatch that a lot of people don't realize, is that this game is more than just a game. And this is the corny spot where I just kind of thank Blizzard and just make such an amazing game. But Overwatch is more than just an FPS game, because I played FPS games my whole life. I played Call of Duty, I played Battlefield, I played Halo, and nothing is like Overwatch. Whether it's the colorful cast of heroes or just the tender love and care that Blizzard just gives to the game, this is a special game that has delivered more than I could ever expect. But that doesn't mean I don't have expectations for year 3, and I think the number one expectation that I have is just a big change to competitive. Whether it's a brand new mode, whether it's just preferred roles, or whether it's just brand new season rewards. This is the one thing that stayed the same in the past 2 years. I feel like that will mainly stay the same. There has been some little changes here or there, but we just need something big done to competitive just to make it a little bit more appealing to the crowd. Other things, more cinematics. I would love to see a Lucio cinematic. That would be so hyped. And then maybe, like, I don't know, more campaign stuff like with Blackwatch and Talon. Find out more about Talon, about Doomfist and Sombra. More mini events. Also, this is one thing that I just also hope to. I want to see more Blizzard events, like more Blizzard World events, sort of like with Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day or Easter, where they just bring a couple of skins to the holiday that's just recent. The year 3, I don't know what they're going to do with current events, like with the Halloween event and the Christmas event. So that's why if they don't make additions there, there's other holidays they can make a few skins for. And finally, the last thing they can do is just make the Overwatch League just better. I think this is like the biggest thing that ever happened to Overwatch. It's very hard to create a multi-million-dollar esports league for a game, but we've seen it before with League of Legends and CSGO. And Overwatch, I think, is at the top of that list of very successful esports, with the skins that came out for the Overwatch game for us to buy, or the merchandise I bought, the Outlaws jerseys and stuff, or just the player drama. There's just so much stuff that went on with the Overwatch League that just made it fun for everyone. Man, y'all remember when XQC and that drama went on? That was, oh man, that was a big deal, man. And that's what I love about Overwatch, is that there's something for everyone. Even if you're not that great at Overwatch, you still can watch the Overwatch League and still be a part of that. Or you could be just a casual, just playing the game, playing arcade, make funny, stupid videos like how I do. Man, Overwatch is just so great, and that's why I wanted to really dedicate today to just Overwatch, because I don't often get to talk about it, but Blizzard and Overwatch made my career. I've been doing this YouTube thing for almost 6 years now, and for more than half of it, I was playing a game made by a company that probably didn't care about me or didn't value me as a content creator or even just the customer of their game, but Blizzard cares about us. And some people might argue that, some people might say, oh no, they don't care about it, but from what I see, the Overwatch team, the Blizzard team, they care about Overwatch, and they care about a lot of the community. They care about the feedback. They care about what we want in terms of content or just changes to the game. And that's why I'm so thankful that I get to have a career playing a game where the company and the game just cares about me back. That sounds kind of silly, but that's just the best way I can put it. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for year 2. Thank you for the support, and just thank you, Blizzard, for just making Overwatch. For year 3, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I have my expectations. I hope they can deliver, but I really don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to be honest. But something big is going to happen. Something maybe just as big as the Overwatch League. And I'm very excited. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave down a comment down below what you remember in the second year and what your expectations are. I love you guys, and bye.